Zombie by the Cranberries. Now this song starts off really cool, nice new chords, G6. It's got a D sus2 with a F sharp bass on. We'll explain it all now. And it kicks in with some power chords later as well as a picking session. But first of all, we're going to go through the chords. So we want to zoom in. What is our fretting hand doing? We're starting with an E minor, fingers 1 and 2 in the second fret. I'm sure you're familiar with that chord, nice and easy one. Next up is C major 7. Now for those of you that know C, the normal C chord, which looks like this, it's basically C without the first finger. So using fingers 2 and 3, or in this instance it actually works out better to use fingers 1 and 2. So your E minor is over here, and your C major 7 is simply that. It's probably an easier transition, so I would rather do this than do that. You can do this, but I think this might work better. Next up, G6. This is your normal G. You can see the ring finger at the bottom. G6, you lose finger number 3, the ring finger. So basically C major 7 and G6 are so close to each other, it's actually quite negligible. Okay, just one string change. Next up, D sus2 with an F sharp bass. You normally play D like this. I'm sure we might be familiar with D. Lose that middle finger for D sus. You can hear the difference. Here's D, D sus2. But we're going to rather use fingers 1 and 2 like that. It's much easier. And then the thumb that's waving at you is going to grab that top string over there. So you're going to get, you can hear that note there. That's the F sharp bass note. So F sharp bass note with a D sus2 should sound something like that. Now the strumming pattern is quite important and should be something like this. I am going to use a pick for this. You can use fingers if you really want to, but I think pick maybe might be an easier way to go. Okay, we're starting off with 4 down strums. 1, 2, 3, 4. But on that last 4, you go immediately to an up strum. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. And then you add an extra up, down onto that after a tiny pause. So your rhythm should be like this. Now you'll notice my hand keeps moving. So we're not going to stop that hand there. He has to keep moving to keep the rhythm. So you're either striking the string or you're missing the string. Simple as that. So it helps you keep the rhythm. So this hand, very important, keep the rhythm going. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2. And then you change to the next chord. So we're going to zoom out and put the chords together. And if you want to play along with, here we go. 2, 3, and 4, and C major, G major, G6, and the thumb over the top. Make sure that middle finger is lifted off over there. One more time through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you listen to the original, the guitarist there does put an extra strum or 2, but it's not a consistent. So the rhythm that I showed you is going to sound really close to the original, but it's not exactly the same. But trust me, it will work, it will sound good. But if you feel that you want to add an extra, even as much as that, if you want to and it sounds cool for you, please do that. Okay, later there's an electric guitar that comes in heavily distorted. It's got a lot of overdrive, so your sound should be something like this. 2 and 3 and 4 and power chords the whole way through. Now I'm going to focus quickly on the power chord option, but if you do it on clear guitar, which I'll demonstrate after this quick study and a bit of a detour, it will also sound pretty cool. So let's focus. What is my fretting hand doing for this? Now on the power chords, your E5, just the first finger. Fingers are nice and clearly numbered. On the second fret, open 6th string, and you just strum down on every single count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. the C major 7, just play a C power chord. Now I like using my first finger and my pinky. You may use your first and your ring finger, fret 3, finger 1, fret 3, pinky or ring finger in fret number 5. And you only strum strings 5 and 4. When you go to the G, you simply move up 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then for the D with a suspended second F sharp bass, you can either do this, but I would suggest rather play a D power chord, which is from fret 5 and 7, and let the bass player play the F sharp chord, or the F sharp note rather. It'll sound just as cool. Now you can add a little bit of an extra strum if you want to. So for the E, we're playing from here, from the C from here, G from here. You can see my hand moving strings, and the D chord from here. And I'm only playing 2 strings the whole way through. Now check for the extra strum. This is normal. But if you put an extra little strum at the end, it sounds pretty sweet. So this could also work really, really well. 3 and 4 and... It also works well. Now we're going to show you how to do the same, but with clear, without the overdrive. And for the clear guitar, I'm not going to worry about the power chords that much, although that does work. Bad sounding the power chords, but if you use the normal chords, you can strum a bit more, get more of a full sound, especially if you're playing by yourself and you haven't got the bass and drums, and this will also sound pretty sweet. And I'm hoping you picked up on that accent there, 1 and 2. Did you hear that more fuller sound? That's the thinner strings, and I'm putting them on the 2 and 4th beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... It sounds quite nice like that. One more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And it also works really, really well. Now the last part we need to worry about, well, not worry about, but add on, is a little reed riff which goes... And I'm going to zoom in on that, and you'll find those notes. On the bottom of the PDF, you'll see there's a small little tab there. It says 8-7 or 7-8 rather, with an H for hammer on, so you can pick and hammer on. And with a hammer on, you'll notice the second note is sounded as a result of my finger number 2, the middle finger, hitting on like that. But if you want to pick it, it also sounds really cool. So you're going to go without the hammer ons now, 7-8, 5-7, 3-5, and then you're going to have 3 notes, 2-3, 2, and then upper string, 3-3, open. And if you zoom out a bit, it's going to look and sound something like this: 2, 3, 4, and... Those with the hammer-ons, and if you want to do the picking of each note, also sounds cool. And that should give you the basics that we need to play Zombie by the Cranberries. If you've got any questions or you need a copy of the PDF, don't hesitate to give me a WhatsApp or message me via my YouTube channel. Be happy to send it to you. Otherwise, have a beautiful, awesome, fantastic, stunning week. Take care.